Good morning, sunshine. It's Callie Carroll. We're going live and we're talking about where you're holding back in your life because of other people's opinions and thoughts, which I think is a really big conversation, especially if you're one of these people, right? So, and nothing wrong with that. I just want to offer you some perspective and possibilities to think a little bit differently. So, witnessing la-ba-doo downstairs. I'm just going to shut the door. It's perfect. As you jump on, say good morning, sunshine, hashtag GMS in the comments. Share something you're grateful for in the comments. Hopefully you also say it out loud. This is a way that we get our heart moving into a positive space, even if we're having a rough moment, a rough hour, a rough day, a rough year. Perspective around gratitude can change everything. So I am so grateful for, right? You fill in the blank here. So what are you grateful for this morning? And I'm grateful for my hot tea that's like disrupting our conversation, but it's just so damn good. I don't know, like I always give gratitude for that, but it's fine, you guys. Sometimes it's just the little things. Okay, so let's talk about this, you guys. Let's talk about where you're possibly holding back. So when we are born, right, and I love this. I love to look at the perspective of my children and them going through life and how everything is so new and the world is so full of possibilities. And they don't give a rat's ass what anybody else thinks, right? Like think about your small child. Actually, this is a question for you guys, and I want you to actually answer this. Did you let your children dress themselves, or do you let your children dress themselves, or do you dress them up? Right? So I've always been the mom that's like, have at it. Like, they're your clothes. As soon as they like can figure out how to put their pants on and their shirt on, or even go to their drawer and pick out stuff. I love to let my kids pick out their own clothing. And they pick the wildest stuff. Like, still, Kinsey will look back at like pictures of her when she was in, I don't know, second grade. And she's like, Mom, what am I wearing? Like every polka dot that she can find, leggings, skirt, shirt, like gloves that go up tall. Good morning, Shayna. How are you? She's just like, what am I doing? And I was like, girl, you were expressing yourself. And that's like, that was you. You were just being so authentically you. And that's a perfect way to look at how we are in the beginning, right? As babies, as children, how we start off so perfectly us, but then with time, we're molded and like all these different, like it's almost like I picture like saran wrap, like wrapping someone in, like this is how you should look. No, this is how you should do it. No, this is how you should believe. This is how you should think. And everybody else's beliefs start to attach to us. So I picture this perfect little like being, right? Let's just take Quincy, okay? So he's 3 years old. And he goes and he just picks whatever he wants from his clothes. One time, it was just recently, it was so dang cute. His outfit was banging. Like, he had his 4th of July bucket hat on with a shirt that didn't match at all. I'm pretty sure some superhero stuff. He wanted to wear his knee pads or his elbow pads. We're like, yes. His pink boots, absolutely, right? And he goes out and he just rocks his style because that's who he is on the inside in this moment. Right? And it's so amazing to watch somebody with free expression. So I'm asking you guys, if you have not answered this, do you dress your children or do you let them dress themselves, right? Now, with time, we're put into this corner, right? It's like, oh, no, we don't wear that. We don't do that. We have to do it this way. And it's not about the clothing, you guys. Who cares? Like, if you like your kids to be like super dressed up and cute and adorable, that's awesome. Like, they're so like, I love to see kids out there like that. I also love to see them like a total cluster. It's not about that, right? But this is about your life where people are starting to put their beliefs on you. So I was thinking about this in my full adventure right now, right? I have as I've gone through the last, I would say 6 years of my journey, as God's been prepping me for these moments and everything that we're going through, I have been like, it was like 10 years ago, about 10 years ago, like reintroduced to studying, to learning, to personal development, to what I'm doing here, to mindset, to the power of your mindset, where before that, you guys, I wasn't doing anything like that, right? And as I started to take that journey to the next level, I worked on my physical health, my mental health. I helped other people working working on their physical health and mental health. And it's taken me to this avenue of really starting to connect to all of the, I would even maybe say like Eastern medication, Eastern thought process, to meditation, to the power of our vibrations, to listening to binaural beats, whatever you guys say. You don't even know how to say it. And like to even like maybe what other things would say, like our cuckoo, like our wacko, right? Like I pull cards, I listen for messages from God everywhere. I notice the things around me as best I can to see what message he's delivering to me, so that I'm not just like just not even paying attention, right? And some people think that's wacky. And I was talking to one of my friends who's helping me with Witten's journey and his healing process. And she's got some extremely positive and amazing skill sets when it comes to intuitively listening to our bodies. Like, do any of you get Reiki or have mediums or, see people that see people like on other realms or dimensions or whatever it is? Like some people like, what are you even talking about right now? But some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. So all of these different things, and I'm talking to one of my friends and she's got some really cool skill sets. And she, we were talking about, we used to work together, how amazing it is that we've like taken two different journeys, two different avenues. And she's doing amazing, right? But she's like, man, I can't wait for the time or the life where I get to spend my life doing my passion like you are. And she made this comment that I took a note, right? Because this is how I get Good Morning Sunshines often, where she's just like, I withheld my passion, my her true calling, if you will, because of what other people say about it. Because other people would be like, no, that seems a little wacky. That seems a little outstretched. That's woo-woo. That's cuckoo, whatever, right? So she's completely taken her life that could have gone one direction and taken it another direction. And it's not a bad direction, you guys. Like, she's freaking kicking ass, right? Into another direction because of what other people have said. And I'm going to say every single person watching this or who watches this later has done the same thing. Right? There's been an avenue or an area in your life, a job that you wanted to take, but you're like, oh no, like, right, my parents wouldn't approve of that job. I need to go this direction. Or a person that you were interested in, but you're like, nope, like there's going to be judgment, or like I should be with this type of person. Or the way you keep your house. Like, maybe you want to keep it a certain way, but you think that you need to keep it a different way because of the people that are in your life that would come in. Like, I used to be like that, right? There's so many different ways that we show up that aren't our true authentic selves, the person who we really truly want to be, because we're trying to be something that they think we should be. Isn't that kind of effed up? It is. It really is. And then all of a sudden, we're not the ones writing our next chapter. We're not the ones molding ourselves. We're not the ones, deciding the avenue. We're letting everybody else that's around us chirping in, giving their little comments, their 2 cents. We're letting their 2 cents direct us and lead us down a path that's not really our path. And you guys, again, it's not that the path that you're on maybe is bad. That's not it at all, right? That's not a bad path. But imagine the day that you authentically step into your you and you stop caring what other people think so much. And that's hard to do. It really is. It's hard. Because when you go on this, you guys, and I've been on this journey, you lose friendships. You make some people very frustrated until they're at the point of willing to understand what you're doing. It's not even like a fear of judgment. They are judging. They are saying, like, they could be talking shit. They could be, they get together with the girls. Like, can you believe what Callie's doing? Oh my gosh. Like, why would she ever say that? Why would she ever do it? There's people out there like that. And it's sad. But you guys, their development isn't at the same place that your development is starting to get. And the more that you step into your development and your authentic self, and you're following your journey, and instead of caring about what they think, you're going to find more happiness. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy getting there, but you're going to find more happiness because you get to be your truest you. And I'm hoping this message reaches some of you guys who are maybe going through something, or you have a question in your life, but I've really wanted to do but oh man, I can't think of something extremely like that seems like odd in my mind, right? Like some sort of rare art form, or maybe a dance. Like I've always wanted to like do ballroom dancing, but all of the people in my world are gonna think that's ridiculous. Why would you ever ballroom dance? But if you want to ballroom dance, go ballroom dance. Who cares what they say? So I'm hoping that there's some people that are like, you're like, like I've been thinking about moving this direction, or I've wanted to move this direction, but all of those different layers that everybody else's opinions have been like building up upon you since you were little, you know, it's confining. It kind of makes you feel like you're like in this cell. Can you start to remove those layers and find who you truly are so you can show up to life? Right? Good morning, sunshines. So short message today, or maybe, man, I'm never sure. I'm like, this is gonna be a 5-minute message, but it's never a 5-minute message because I just keep talking. So we always commit at the end of a video when it's not just like purely Whit and John update, which is what a lot of been lately, right? So so at the end of this, like just the commitment would be to just take a step back and think about it. Where am I showing up as a reflection of what they want me to be? Like picture them looking at you. They want you to look this way, so you're looking that way. But truthfully, maybe your truest you would look this way instead. And just think about it in your head. Is that in your job? Is that in your relationship? Is that in your hobbies? Is that in your home? Is that in the way you speak? Is that in the books that you read? Is it in the how you pass your time? And like really evaluate who you are. Start to dig those layers off. Take them away, right? So that you can find your truest you. Okay, you guys, good morning, sunshines. I gotta go take my son to soccer. Today's gonna be a freaking fantabulous, beautiful day. We're gonna be playing. I get to do a little bit of work this morning with my girl on I Am Journey, and I'm jacked about that. So if you're committed, say I'm committed. Guys, love you. If you find this message helpful, go ahead and share it on your page, and love you. Bye.